We're talking kids sports. Little League baseball and softball season is in full swing, and so is the fun and excitement.
Yes, but, and things can sometimes quickly run afoul if parents and coaches become overly competitive. Have you seen this? Our next guest offers up some real-life advice for coaches and parents on the sidelines.
Advice for Little League parents. Keep a positive tone, so no performance-based yelling. That puts immediate pressure on the player, and pressure turns into anxiety, and anxiety turns into a fear of failure.
No performance-based yelling. I love this. Joining us now, James Lowe, the guy from the video. He is known as Coach Ballgame, and he's also an MLB ambassador. James, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm pretty fired up.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. We were talking during the commercial break. You know, coaches are often parents at these Little League games or these youth sports games. What are your top 3 tips for team leaders to create a fun, relaxed environment?
Yeah, well, first, I always say build trust. And to do that, you got to listen to the kids. You got to ask them what they love, what do they love to eat. And I give them nicknames based off that. But
that's why you have the nickname.
I got the nickname Coach Ballgame. Yeah. So once you got that, then just prioritize joy and character development. I think if we prioritize winning, then that right fielder who's not getting any attention, they're going to quit. That pitcher who's getting overused because they're the best pitcher, they're going to burn out. So the cons really outweigh the pros when it all costs. It gets toxic.
And sometimes, maybe rightly, a parent has feedback for their kid, right? But we've seen it sort of manifest in what could be adult temper tantrums at times. So what's maybe a more efficient, constructive way to go about giving your child that feedback?
Well, I go to mom and dad. My mom and dad would sit way far away, and they would smile, they would laugh, they would clap, but there was no pressure in the moment. There was no fear of the car ride home. I really enjoyed the big moment because they treated the 0 for 5s and the 5 for 5s the same. So smile, less micromanaging, and really just make them want to come back next year. That's the real issue.
More about the playing, less about the winning.
Yeah, exactly. If you're trying to win a youth game, then, you know, let's be honest, I don't know how many of them are going to make it to the major leagues, but they're all going to be adults one day. They're all going to be servers of their community one day. So as coaches and parents, create good humans, and then the wins will be a byproduct.
Oh,
I have been on the sidelines years ago where another parent starts to really get emotional or really get into it, and you're sitting there like, what do I do if I witness that behavior? Do I say something?
Well, I think it's tempting to fight fire with fire, but I don't know if that works. I think you got to build trust with them first. Take them out for coffee, find out why they are the way they are. Where's the anxiety coming from? And then you can drop the truth bomb, but you've built that trust, and do it in a way where they'll actually hear it. I also think the way you act, that if you lead by example, they're going to see that. They're going to watch that. They're going to notice your body language is calm. They're going to notice your tone is positive, and they'll pick up on that.
That's good. It's not always just the parents, though. Sometimes the kids are holding big emotions during or after a game. How can a parent navigate sort of these big post-game emotions?
Yeah, I think you got to build a culture beforehand. You got to build a culture of winning and learning. Instead of winning and losing, let's create this culture of we're going to learn so much from our failures and become a better human because of it. We don't have to win these games. Wins don't matter till you're on TV.
I love that. That's so good.
So good.
Right?
Yeah. There are so many benefits to youth sports, right? Talk about that. Like, there's so much good.
So much good. You can think of the social skills that you gain from it. I mean, I teach a lot of 5- and 6-year-olds who grew up in a lot of isolation because they weren't able to get out. And they have a lot of trouble talking to each other and communicating. So the social skills, obviously the physical and mental wellness, it all helps.
It all helps.